33 and I'm hiding from my mom.
That makes sense.
Yeah, totally.
Gotta be scared of your mom until you're like 50.
Pretty much.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Welcome to OK Bud, the podcast where everything's gonna be okay, bud. I am Ben Kissel at Ben Kissel1, joined by Jerii Aquino.
Hello.
At Miss_Jerii, that's Jerii, and Kyle Ploof.
Hi.
At Kyle Ploof. Join us on Patreon, patreon.com/diebud. Also, shoot us an email, okbudpod@gmail.com. We've got a bunch of great stories for you to go into the weekend and annoy your friends at the bar with. But first, let's get to said email.
Email.
This comes in from Ahmad Khan, a very nice message. It says, "Hey Ben, hey gang, just wanted to say hello. In 2014, he started to listen to my big old butt. It helped him get through med school, and he says Bellevue Hospital, go surreal."
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And he says, "I'm happy you're making an effort to better yourself and putting your health first. And I want to thank Jerii and Kyle for being so supportive. As I continue to lose weight, it's nice not to be called goon, but to be called handsome."
What?
You goon.
Who was calling you a goon?
Oh, I don't
anyway?
know. I don't know. But thank you. And then he says, Kyle, and he says, "Kyle and Jerii, I've only been listening to the podcast a few weeks, but in short time, it's been clear that you guys have a great dynamic. Moreover, I'm happy that you all are friends and you clearly care about each other. Your friendship shines through. Keep up the amazing work."
Aww.
And then he says, "Hair yourselves," because he misspelled hair.
Hair yourself.
Hair yourselves, everybody. Thank you, Ahmad. That's so sweet of you. And keep the positive vibes
And if
vibes
you don't
coming.
like your hair, nair yourself.
Absolutely. I've seen that joke or this prank happening with people who live together. Because, you have to have a roommate until you're 98 years old, and then you go to a nursing home and have a room for yourself finally.
Yeah.
And one person was stealing another person's shampoo, and they put Nair in the shampoo, and the guy's hair started to fall out, and he's like, "You're the one!"
That is really, really messed up.
It's quite rude.
That is so rude. And it's also dangerous. It's really bad. It's going to irritate their scalp. Like, you can't even have it on for more than a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
It is. I'm also of the mind that if you keep anything in the shower, someone's going to use it.
Someone's going to use it.
Yeah.
Right?
Just know it's... Yeah, but at the same time, like, what are you in college for your entire life where you have to, like, walk around with a shower caddy from your room in and out? Like, why can't...
You
can't just leave my shampoo alone?
I don't care if anyone uses my shit.
I don't care either.
Yeah.
I don't care either. I'm more just like, use a dollop of shampoo. I don't buy the next one.
Yeah, it's because ladies
Pretty
are like,
much.
"That's my
Yeah,
$100 shampoo."
Yeah, I mean, so, hey, listen.
Get fucking $3 perk plus, you'll be fine.
No.
We dad ain't cheap, all right? Olaplex is not cheap. Right? The ladies know what I'm talking about. It really helps with the broken ends.
I don't even know what that is. So
It's a very expensive hair brand that helps with broken ends.
I know, I feel you. When my friend Jazzy was staying with me for a little while, she's obviously got black hair. So yes, that product, that's her product. I don't need to use that.
Right.
But if it was just your random,
Yeah, if it's like shower gel and shit like that,
Exactly.
yeah, that's fine.
All right, it's Friday, so that means we're doing a Karen Reed update.
Oh!
Kyle Tola, take the stage, my friend. What the hell is going on with this trial?
Sven just said it's free read Fridays. Free read Friday.
Free Friday.
Let's go.
It's another loss for the Commonwealth this week.
Okay.
Yes!
They had another guy from Aperture who is, that's the forensic data company that say that they know what the fuck they're doing. They have no idea what they're doing. And they had that man Shannon, went down on the stand. That's the guy who was designated as the expert for them. And as he was on the stand, his CV, his resume got taken off the website and then re-uploaded with his actual credentials, which is no degree that he said he actually had. And there was a watermark that said not for expert designation.
Yep.
So he got kicked off the stand. So then they were like, all right, we're going to send another guy from this company. And he pretty much had the same shit happen. He just completely broke down. The one thing that was actually funny is that he completely cosplayed as John O'Keefe, the guy who was killed. He dressed in the same clothes that John was in when this whole thing happened.
This is incredible. The dude's
What
name
is the purpose?
The dude's name is Judson Welther.
Yeah.
No, Welcher.
Welcher.
It's Judson Welcher.
Welcher the Belcher?
Yeah, Judson, the bad name guy.
Judd the Dud?
Judd the
Dud. It really is Judd the Dud.
So yes, as Kyle said, he donned the exact same outfit that John O'Keefe wore, which down to the correct sneaker model.
Yes.
Really?
And color he had on, and he made a reenactment video, which I gotta see this reenactment video.
I have to
He
see the
painted his
video.
arm blue and painted the taillight blue and was like, see how the paint matches up? It's both blue on blue paint.
Wow.
That's what happened.
Wow.
And they were just like, what is going on? And then he goes, I'd like to show you on the stand if I may. And he turns to the judge and he goes, can I put the hat on? And then
No
she was
way!
Corrupt Canoni for the first time actually looked at the defense and was like, are you going to object to this? And they were like, yes. And they were like, she was like, okay, sustained.
What she did the defense's job.
Yes.
She's like, are you auditioning for Saturday Night Live?
I mean, honestly, what is this?
He literally was about to pull out his hat and put it on and be like, okay, so this is what happened.
Now
That is insane. I think it'd be more credible if he pulled up a scene from Jurassic Park.
Right?
This is why we know science.
Yeah.
Yes, Welcher, he told the juries he's the similar height and build as O'Keefe.
Yeah, there's a 4-pound difference.
Oh, so obviously
Yeah.
we can use this as credible. This is credible research.
The U.S. legal team. This is the best. The system's the best we can do, I guess. I don't know.
Oh my God.
So yes, he did the taillight thing where he got hit. Then he knocked himself and then he knocked himself over against the car to demonstrate how the late Boston cop hit the car
hilarious.
and left scrapes on his forearm.
Yeah.
And that's what caused him to die was the scrapes on his forearm, apparently.
Yeah,
Yes.
those are usually deadly.
And he had missing slides from his presentation, and they're like, "Where are those slides?" And they were like, "Oh, I amended my presentation." And they go, "So you changed it?" And he goes, "No, I supplemented it." And that's what
Supplemented?
supplement means. You added shit. You
Yeah.
clearly took shit out. And literally, he goes on the stand, and they're like, "Who told you to change your report?" And he goes, "The prosecutor." Pointed right at him. So he literally got caught on the stand lying and trying to hide shit. And then they literally just asked him, and he answered the question that the prosecutor told him to change his report, which the prosecutor has told 3 experts now to change their reports
Wow.
to match up with each other because none of them matched because the fucking thing didn't happen.
That is insane. I could also imagine that the prosecutor pulled out a couple of slides being like, all right, you're not going to embarrass us to that fucking level. You're going to remove that one.
Yeah,
You're
get that one out of here.
You're not going to slide on the floor.
What is this? Just a family picture of you at the Grand
No,
Canyon?
the jury is not going to hold you up and let you crowd walk them. Like, you surf, crowd surf it. It's like just a lot going on here.
Reed's defense, they took issue with the demonstration. They said it's irrelevant because nobody knows where O'Keefe actually was when his arm was injured.
They were like, "Do you know if he was standing on the curb or not?" They're like, "No, we didn't account for that, even though the curb is right there." So it's like it doesn't match up if he's on the curb now, does it?
This really comes down to everyone was drunk as fuck.
Yes,
It really does. And then now you have one guy in the courtroom like bumping into everyone. Like I can just imagine like seeing him crashing into everyone, like pretending like, oh no,
See?
and then, whoop, there you go, and now I'm dead.
Just goes over to
and that's how that would have happened.
Goes over to Karen Reed, grabs her hand, and has her hit him a bunch of times. See, she's now hitting me.
She's hitting me. She's hitting me.
According to defense attorney Robert Alessi, he asked Welcher, he says, you don't have the information necessary to conclude with any certainty that Mr. O'Keefe at the time of impact had a level of his head in an upright such as that hit in that spoiler.
Yes.
You don't have that information, correct? And then he's like, no, we don't. And then Welcher says, we don't have that level of certainty. We have that the height and geometry matches. So there you go.
Yeah, if you
There
make
you
it
go.
match, it only matches if you make it match.
Well, I'll make a match right now. Hey. Speaking of crime, a bit of an update, not too much to report, but the crypto bros who tried to kill that one dude and get his crypto.
Oh, God.
They have officially been in court. They're in a Manhattan criminal court, and they are speaking to the judge. Duplessis, he's 6'5",
Jesus.
big old boy.
Wow.
And John Waltz. So that case is going forward, and we will keep you updated on the crypto bros who desperately tried to get some crypto from that guy by torturing him.
Wow. Well, hopefully they have a nice time with their crypto prison walls.
I agree with that. Okay, well, speaking of money, I want to hear your thoughts on this. Sydney Sweeney. Okay.
Oh my God.
This is very interesting because
no.
she's an actress, right?
Yeah.
And so she's sort of a movie star. So this seems like more of an OnlyFans move.
It definitely is an OnlyFans move.
So Sydney Sweeney, obviously, she does a lot of busty work. She's got big old boobies, and that's kind of one of her things, which is fantastic.
It's like her whole shtick.
It's her whole shtick. She is now doing a soap partnership with Dr. Squatch.
Oh.
Right.
Dr.
They're making the big
Squatch?
time now.
Dr. Squatch soap. It's a soap for men
Okay.
who smell like Sasquatch, who want to smell less like Sasquatch.
Oh.
So she collaborated with them, and now the company says that they are infusing a touch of her bathwater in every new soap. So that means that no woman is going to buy this for a
That's
man.
disgusting.
So last year,
What do they mean, her bath water?
Wash my mouth out with soap.
ooh, tastes like Sydney Sweeney.
No.
I would say there would be a pube in your mouth, but I think she's shaven.
Yep.
Oh God.
Just swampy ass water.
I don't like this.
Well, you don't
love it.
You don't like freedom. Dr. Squatch, it's a
Right.
men's personal care company.
Yeah.
It got 1.7 million likes on Instagram, so you know this is really good. When it announced its most recent collab, okay? And the collab again is, what we're going to do is take Sydney Sweeney's bathwater, mix it in with our soap, and you could rub Sydney Sweeney's bathwater all over your body, and then it's like you're having sex with her.
Yeah.
That's so disgusting.
Yeah.
It's so and it's like it's bathwater. Like, oh, we're gonna say that we guaranteed she sat in this tub
Yep.
for like 65 minutes before we collected some samples and dropped it into all of our soaps.
I'm going to need at least one fart and two queefs in there, otherwise it's not hers.
Oh
Sold.
my God, this is what we're doing
This has been a fantasy for a long time.
in
There-
public. A whole marketing team said yes to this.
Well, yeah, there's a Prince song way back in the day. You sexy motherfucker.
Yeah,
There's a
What does that
guy.
have to do with it?
There's
That
a
was-
guy in the song that goes, "Girl so fine, I want to drink her bath water."
yeah, that is one line in a song.
Yeah, but
didn't
that's
know
from the
that.
'80s.
This is and now yeah, exactly. So now 2025, we're like we're modern, we're moving,
Yeah.
we're just crossing out what's taboo, and we're just showing everyone what's what.
You're not above gargling Sydney Sweeney's bathwater.
Yes,
Jerry.
the fuck I am.
Bullshit.
Jerry might be. Next thing you know, your wife knows you're cheating because you're burping up Mr. Bubble. And you're like, I know you've been drinking bathwater from some whore. So
I don't understand.
Sweeney said in a full-on press release, when your fans start asking for your bathwater, you can either ignore it or turn it into a bar of Dr. Squash soap.
Holy shit.
It's weird in the best way. And I love that we created something that's just unforgettable.
I'm
And
dead.
she says it actually smells incredible and delivers like every other Dr. Squatch product I love. So isn't that nice?
Sweet. I mean, at the end of the day, it's most likely a play on words.
Yeah, it's
I
not
hope.
going to be real.
It's not real. It's like they turned on the faucet in her bathroom and
Yes.
took out like a little water, and they're like, "Oh, it's technically our bath water."
Yes.
It's just a lie.
It's going to be a lot of diluted, very diluted. I think it's going to be like holy water. There's no way that all of that water can be blessed, right?
Right.
So yes, it's going to be a vat, and maybe she like dips her hand in it, and they're like, that counts. And then boom, ship it off. But she better touch this fucking water at least a little bit.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that's false advertising.
Yeah.
And I'm going to call up Dr. Squatch and I'm going to bring him to court. And I'm going to tell him, look at this bar. Smell this bar of Dr. Squatch. Does it smell like her fucking butt?
I'll shove it in my mouth.
Oh my God.
And if they say, no, it doesn't, I'll say, you're damn right it doesn't. So give me my $4 back.
They're gonna take the bar of soap and be like, "Wait, I'm not sure. Let me try," and then they're gonna disappear for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And gentlemen,
That's true. That's true.
gentlemen listening to this, don't make the joke like, "Oh, you know what I want for Father's Day now," because it will cause a fight.
Oh, to your wife.
Yeah.
I mean, you could ask your mother for it.
Mom, can you
There's-
buy me Sydney Sweeney's bathwater soap?
No, son, please move out.
Yes,
For fuck's sake.
Yeah, that's not.
Pretty much what that is.
Yeah, also, what? No, I guess. Okay, so it's her bathwater. You don't have to take a bath while using it. You can be taking a shower. Because I was picturing like old 50-year-old hairy men, big old ball sacks, taking baths. But yes, you can shower with her bathwater.
I feel like she did not picture that when she was making the soap.
I think that she pictured stacks and stacks of money.
Yeah, definitely.
And was like, men are so stupid, they're going to buy this.
Yeah.
And then she laughed and laughed. I was at a strip club one time and it was really dead. And a dude walked in and I was talking to the gal. And she's like, oh, sweet, another victim. And she's like, no, I mean, a guy.
Yep.
Oh, boy.
Pretty
So
much.
I think she just sees all of the
Pretty
people
much.
that buy this as morons and probably rightfully so.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, she definitely tried it. She was like, hey, I bet if we sold bath water, it'd sell.
And indeed it did.
Deal.
I also think this was probably, I'm going to say, is this the marketing of the mind of a man?
Yes.
Yeah, duh.
Right? Because I don't think that she was like, oh, I want to sell this, because women are like, oh, I'm all disgusting and I know I'm disgusting, but men are just like, no, you're not disgusting, you're pretty perfect.
It's like, disgusting. I'll pay extra for that.
Exactly.
Save that disgusting for me.
Well, some of the comments, it's kind of funny actually.
I want to hear.
One says, we need to look at ourselves in the mirror and ask, right? What are we doing? Another one says, every day we stray further from God.
Wait, what do we ask in the mirror?
I don't know. That's just what they said.
Oh.
Yeah. It's called Sydney's Bathwater Bliss.
Ooh.
Well, just wait till there's like a actual challenge, like the Tide Pods, where people are eating those. People are going to be chowing down on this for sure.
Yeah, what if you just come up with some strange old, like, can you get an STD from bathwater? Wow.
The bacterial infection at the very least.
According to, also one person said, this is nothing but a gimmick. It's like, yeah, what the fuck?
You really pegged the internet today, sir.
This is a work.
Nothing gets past you. Good job.
Yeah, that's not soap. That's just a gimmick.
Wow.
You moron.
So smart.
I hate the internet. Follow all of us. So, John Ludicki, he is the Senior Vice President of Global Marketing for Dr. Squatch. He says, this is bizarre, unexpected, and intended to get guys to think more deeply about the ingredients in the products they're putting on their bodies.
No, they don't care about any ingredient other than the bathwater.
Ingredient? Yeah, they literally heard bathwater and they already started jerking off to Sydney Sweeney. Just thinking about it before they even bought it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says, there's no playbook for turning Sydney Sweeney's actual bathwater into a bar of soap.
Oh, no?
But that's exactly why we did it.
I'm dead. Oh, my God.
So, there's no rules anymore. It doesn't matter. She was a
Clearly.
borderline A-list actress type, and now, I mean, good for her. Good for her.
Good for her. Everyone's pretty split down the middle about her. You either like really like her, or you really don't.
Okay.
Like she's like, some people think she's like extremely beautiful. Some people think she looks a little not stable. Maybe not fully. Maybe
You can say whatever you would like to say.
Maybe on the spectrum.
So you're calling her autistic?
Oh boy.
No. I said she's divided amongst the community.
Those tits are on the spectrum.
Well,
Of what, Kyle?
Big and bigger.
Jesus,
Right.
yeah, they're big. Good God on that. Yes, I will not comment on her. She's fine. Yes, whatever. She looks just fine.
She looks just fine.
And good for her.
Better than fine.
I saw the movie where she was a nun. They even found a way to show her tits when she was a nun.
Yeah, how'd they do that?
She had to take like a bath, but she's a nun, right? So she had to do like a whole like white dress that was all like covering her completely. But obviously the white dress was like 1-ply toilet paper, and she like got in, and then she like lied down on her back and like floated in the bath water, and then her boobs were like popping out, showing through the shirt.
I know what I'm watching tonight.
Hail Mary, full of grace.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, speaking of celebrities, see, Sydney Sweeney, she's selling her bathwater, but this douchebag, Will Smith, for those that don't know, he was a rapper, and you should get on that.
What? I'm going to Miami.
Oh, that's exciting. Tell me more about your travel plans. So, he is going to the UK. He's doing this whole tour, right? It costs £100. Well, we'll just say dollars, right? It's about the same, not quite, but it's about $100 to see this motherfucker.
We don't
right?
recognize pounds on this podcast.
No, I'm trying to desperately lose them.
Hey.
So it costs up to $100 to meet him. But if you want a picture with this asshole, it's going to cost you $400.
I'm good.
Why?
$400 for a picture with Will Smith.
Who's paying that?
Somebody who is desperate and sad. And
Yeah, people lining up to put it on their credit card.
Oh my God! Why would you? Why would he? Why?
it's so ridiculous.
Why?
It's also like, does he need the money?
That's what. Yeah.
What Sydney Sweeney? She's still on the upswing. She doesn't have. Oh, who knows? She probably comes from a lot of money, but she's new to the biz in a way.
Yeah.
Will Smith is very well established. $400 to take a picture with him is absolutely insane, and it's not even a single picture. It's a group photo.
Oh
No.
my God.
Yeah, and you also get to experience sound check
Wait. So it's like a VIP ticket
to
thing?
do. This reminds me of what happened with Gene Simmons and Kiss, where he's
Yeah.
like, "Pay us $15,000, you
Oh
can
my
be our
God.
roadie."
Right.
Sound checks suck. Sound
Yeah.
check is boring.
Sound check
Right.
is so boring.
It's check. Is the microphone on? Can I get more bass? It's
Can I wait? Hold on. Let me just starts turning knobs for 2 minutes in silence. Like, what is why would that be interesting to go
And
to?
the sound guy is just very angry. They always are.
They're angry. The star is off eating. They're not even there.
And now you can be in a group photo with Will Smith as he attempts to do a sound check, and they call it the sound check experience.
That's so fucking messed up. They're just
It's so ridiculous.
pulling one over on the British.
Oh my God. You do get a VIP laminate, which is nice. And again, you get a group photo. So I don't know. If Will Smith is trying to make himself seem like a nice fella, I don't know if this is really the right way to go.
$400 is not nice, fella.
It's also to go see him sing. So he's going to be singing Getting Jiggy with It, which is fun. I mean,
That's fun. Everyone liked him as a rapper.
yes, it was very
Entertaining.
and your mother could be like, no, this is good.
Yeah, she's like, well, finally, you're not listening to some of that violent gangster rap.
Right. And that's why Eminem was like, I don't have to curse it. Eminem said he made fun of Will Smith because Will Smith said that he had to curse in his rap.
Yeah,
Eminem said he had to.
Wow.
Fuck him and fuck you too.
And fuck you too.
That was a very cohesive story. Yeah, for sure.
Well,
Yeah, take that, Eminem.
no,
Take that, Will Smith.
Take that,
Take
Will
that, Will
Smith. Okay.
Okay. Lastly, we're doing just a quick little episode today. Hope everyone is good. Let's talk about near-death experiences.
NDEs.
I've been looking on, I do my deep research. I just lie in bed and I research is lying in bed and looking on YouTube.
Yes.
Near-death experiences. I find them to be absolutely fascinating.
Oh my God, you are absolutely fascinated with them because everyone kind of shuts out and goes to the other side for a second and they come back and then they talk about what they saw.
And one time there was a priest who died and he said he went to hell. And that was cool. I was like,
He would
whoa.
say that.
Yeah, he did.
He had a bad dream.
No, he died and went to hell.
Well, he saw all the children he touched.
Yeah, maybe. Oh my God. But that would be heaven.
Or maybe,
for him.
or maybe
No,
all
he
the
had,
children he
like,
didn't touch, and that's how
He
bad
had
God is.
his life flashed before his eyes. They were like, remember how you were kind of a pedophile? Hell.
Right. Yes, then you go directly to hell
Yeah.
where everyone's of age. And he's just like, this sucks! Because I do think everyone has a very, very specific hell.
Right. Yeah, it's true. This one is just like a really nice posh wine bar.
Yes,
with
exactly.
adults.
Oh, God damn it.
Damn it.
Mine is just a bunch of cheese that's made of plastic. Sad. Be devastated. Can't eat it.
Oh my God.
So, a man, he took a medication, but the medication had something toxic in it. He was a young bodybuilder, strong. So he went to get a new supplement from the market. And this supplement, it had a little ingredient in it that he didn't know was going to kill his ace. So he took too much. Then he started to have a reaction, and he fell on a restaurant bathroom floor.
Oh my God.
Which is a great way. That's a fun place to die.
It is. It's dramatic. People are going to find you pretty soon.
They're singing happy birthday to somebody
Yep.
against their will.
Yep.
Happy death day to this guy. Happy birthday to this guy. It's the circle of life here at Denny's. I do like the idea of someone just trying to get into the bathroom door, just banging his head. Open the door!
Come on. Why would the door? Oh, that's messed up.
Buddy, I really got to go, so I'm going to I'll get you out of here. I'll get your body out of here after I shit.
I have to go. I'm so sorry.
So he ended up aspirating in a public bathroom. We've all done that before.
No, we haven't.
Yes. He said, I passed out and I started to vomit. I aspirated on that vomit. Ended up dying right there.
What's aspirating?
I think it means you're choking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he ended up dying right there. He was dead for 30 to 40 minutes.
Whoa.
But he was eventually found and he was cold to the touch.
Oh my God.
So he was dead, right?
30, 40 minutes. Mm-hmm. How do you come back from that?
This reminds me, this is another story similar to Final Destination. Also, this is Butt of the Week. BUI. Butt of the Week is near-death experiences. There we go.
Oh, there we go.
Bud of the week is near-death experiences.
Boom. Put that on the ledger.
Okay.
Bang. So he wasn't completely unconscious during that time. In fact, he was dead, but he wasn't unconscious because his brain
Doesn't your brain die after 6 minutes without oxygen?
Yes.
it may have been his soul. He believes he went over to the afterlife for a brief moment. He said he was sitting in a comfortable movie theater chair.
Oh.
That's where he went in the afterlife.
Okay.
Was a movie theater chair.
Oh.
And he was watching a film. But the film was not of Final Destination or of Sinners, both fantastic films that came out this year. Mm-hmm. It was of his life.
Oh, wow.
Which is kind of scary. Like
That is
when you watch the movie of
terrifying.
your life, are you going to like what you see?
Definitely not.
I feel like I'm going to like it's going to be like,
It's gonna be cringe.
oh, it's going to be so, there's going to be so many cringe
It's just
moments.
Be cringe. Be like, oh God, don't. This is the part where, oh fuck, yep,
well-
that's the part right into that.
It's going to greatly depend on which Angel edits.
Yeah.
Because this could be a
So
drama,
true.
a comedy,
So true.
a horror movie.
Listen,
Please, there's just a couple of moments that I'm just like, could you forget when I pissed my pants and when I was 8 years old because the teacher said no more going to the bathroom and then I pissed my pants and then she saw that I pissed my pants and she was like, well, you could have raised your hand and asked to go and I said you told everyone that we couldn't go to the bathroom anymore and then
Yeah.
I got in trouble.
I can't
Get rid of
believe
that.
She had the nerve to control your bladder. It's so messed up
She
to tell
said-
a little kid you cannot pee.
Everyone was going to the bathroom too much, she said. So she said, no more going to the bathroom. And I was like, oh,
hilarious.
no. And then I was scared. And then
Oh no!
next thing you know, there's a puddle and it was awful. So
well, she asked for that.
she did
She
kind of ask
She brought
for it.
that upon herself.
And then I had to clean up my own seat naturally. And I was like sitting there and everyone was like, oh, Ben pissed his pants. And I was like, you know what? Yeah, I did. And what of it, you fucks? So,
Solid trauma memory.
I know. He said, I was looking at everything from above. But what's weird is it didn't feel like it was me at all, even though I was sitting there looking at my own dead body, which I like because these meat vessels that we're in, don't you feel like, why the fuck is this the contraption sometimes?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. It's
All
been
the time.
blowing my mind constantly, like since my whole life.
Because I think all of us are just so similar, and then we get put in here, and then you have a bunch of social contracts put
Right,
on you from
right.
here.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, you're a big if I say something and you say the exact same thing, it comes across as totally different.
Yeah.
Because you're cute, you're young, you're Colombian, I'm huge, I'm German.
Dominican. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Colombian?
Sound Dominican to me. So,
Oh my God!
no, I know. It was just A, B, C, D, A, B, D, C.
Jesus Christ.
You're Dominican.
Yeah, thank you.
And I know that, and I love that about you.
Oh, yeah.
And I would hate you if you were Colombian.
That's not what I was saying. Okay, it's fine. Just whatever.
Okay. Let's
Fucking-
move on. I just said something quick.
Oh, the fucking Swedes.
I'm German.
Oh, what? Same thing.
He added, I would almost be like going to a movie, like a real movie, and seeing someone dressed up like you and looking like you on the movie, but you're like, that's not me because I'm over here watching the movie like Last Action Hero. Mm-hmm. Isn't that exciting? Because of that feeling, I love you, you're Dominican queen.
Thank you, King.
You're a Dominican queen, and Kyle is
Boston piece of trash.
No, but what is that?
Irish.
Great lineage.
Oh, Irish.
I'm Irish and French.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm a frog.
Don't put that on a resume. Oh my
It's
god.
Ploof.
It's Ploof.
Franc.
Because of that feeling, he didn't realize he was dead. Another weird thing happened, and that is he could hear thoughts of everyone in the restaurant, including the cook.
What
He could hear the thoughts of the cook. That's not interesting?
was the cook thinking?
Fucking hate this place.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the cook is always like the angry one that's like trying to like he's cursing everyone out because he's trying to get all the food orders out.
Pay me $10 an hour for this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think cooks think in words. I think they think in
Garçon.
like that.
I don't think so. I think they speak. I think they speak in just pure profanities.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's beep 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 beep. Just the whole time. And you're
Yeah.
Like, oh wow. Yeah. I guess I shouldn't. I guess I did take that to the wrong table. Shit.
And that is important to remember when you see your waiter or waitress, they have just been verbally accosted by a man in a stupid hat.
Constantly.
So be a little nice.
Yeah. And if you work in restaurants, that's the first person you make friends with. is-
Yeah.
So perhaps he was sitting in a movie theater watching his life because he has a background in television and film. So he was like, maybe that is why I am here. So I thought that was such an off choice for the director to think he needed to overplay all these thoughts of everyone in the room. So he's like listening to all the thoughts of everyone, including the cook, while he's watching himself, while watching his life. And he's like, bad choice, director. Because the story's getting convoluted.
I see.
So he was actually really pissed at the director of his afterlife.
That's hilarious.
So that's something.
That is.
Then he watched them put his body in a body bag and place him in an ambulance. Then he was riding in the back of the ambulance. He started to see a light. Then he heard one of the paramedics say, "This one's not dead."
Oh, shit, dude. That's insane.
Then he came back to his body. They unzipped him, and he was like, "Hey, what's up, guys?
He was like, hey, can I talk to the director real quick? I have a problem with that scene.
What the fuck was what was the chef doing back there?"
Can we go over page 7 again? Because I really feel like that could use a rewrite.
I completely agree.
Yeah.
So the medic unzipped the bag, found he was alive, and that's when the man realized that he was watching his own death. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
That's pretty wild.
Yep.
And again, it kind of baffles me because I'm thinking like he really dead that entire time? But I guess they said he was cold to the touch and not breathing, blue in the face.
It's kind of why I really want to be pulverized.
But he sounds like he was there. He sounds like me when I have like when you're like under like local anesthetic.
Yeah.
Or
Yes.
general anesthetic, I would say.
Well, they say the redheads, we take more anesthetic, don't we? Anesthesia.
What do you mean you take more?
We can handle more.
I can handle more.
Well, you're not a redhead. So
I know.
technically redheads,
Yeah.
scientifically, we need more anesthesia to put us under.
Oh.
So we're big, strong, dumb.
Are you guys like the orange tabbies of humans?
Mm-hmm.
Are the majority of redhead gingers men?
No, there's a bunch of chicks.
Because with cats, orange cats, the majority of them are males.
I didn't know. I don't know. I know. I remember again a couple of weeks ago we were black, but I'm not sure if that is.
Yeah, that was
I
fun.
think.
That was a fun time for you.
Yeah, I did watch a couple of videos of redheads, and I think we've been revoked
Oh.
because they did.
Y'all tried it.
Yeah, they.
Y'all tried it way too much.
Yeah, then black people were like, "Well, you're not not like that
you know,
black."
You know you still can't say that, right?
But yeah. Well, anyway, all right, let's go to the comment section.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are smelling bullshit on this guy's story.
Whoa! Why?
He just fell and hit his head.
Yeah, you can.
He wasn't dead for 40 minutes. Jeff is saying, I don't feel like a paramedic would have him in a body bag. That's more coroner territory.
Oh, yeah.
Jeff with a G. Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa. Come on now. This man was dead. He had a near-death experience. Do you want to believe in the afterlife or not?
I would like to believe in the afterlife, but this guy's going to be so insufferable, like talking about this for so long.
Yeah, and it's too on the nose. Mr. fucking like LA film person, just his purgatory was watching a movie of his life.
Yeah,
Like,
and then at the very end of his life, he's going to be in hospice being like, it's all right, guys. I'm going to the big Regal cinema in the sky. It's like, oh, just fucking die already.
yeah, serious. Next time you see me, I'll be amongst the stars.
I mean, I guess, yeah. I guess your ghost shoes can't stick to all the cum and popcorn on the ground.
Right.
That's one good thing. I
Yeah,
guess.
that's one nice thing. Yeah,
Maybe
you're
my
right.
keys got left in that movie theater, and that's why I can't find them.
Yeah, you do have a problem with the key thing.
Yeah, I can't hold on to keys to save my life.
Yeah. All right.
Vanessa said your story of pissing all over yourself in school in front of everybody. That reminds her of getting bullied in school. She got pushed into a puddle. Everyone laughed. And then they all said, you peed yourself, you peed yourself. And then she had to sit on the seat, the heater to register and dry her pants.
Oh, what a time! You said I love that. I hate that for you.
I don't love that for her, but I love that. Remember the heater?
I do remember the heater.
I love. Do they still have those heaters in the schools?
Yeah.
Nothing's
God.
changed.
Nothing's changed?
No.
Oh, that's kind of sad.
Yeah, it's all asbestos blown out heaters. We're all going to die.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
I mean, kind of.
kind of hilarious.
Everyone has to have little laptops now and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I remember pen and paper. But anyway, anything else?
Yeah,
This is it for the week. Any comments for the end of the week?
Vanessa loves how proud I am of being Boston trash.
Well,
I love it.
okay, that's part of the trash.
It's called self-awareness.
That's true.
Chelsea's wondering if Sydney is Goop 2.0.
Oh, man.
Little Gwyneth Paltrow.
Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh,
She sold
wow! There is potential.
One of the most insufferable people on the planet.
She did sell her pussy juice on
sure
her
did.
candle.
Goopity goop goop.
Yep. I loved Gwyneth Paltrow and Shakespeare in Love.
I know.
She was so pretty.
So adorable.
And she showed her little boobies. I was quite into those.
They showed
Wait,
them
are
that?
you talking
She
about?
unspins.
Well, that makes
That's not-
sense because that was a Harvey
Shakespeare in
Weinstein
Love.
joint.
The fuck? She's an adult.
Yeah, but Shakespeare in Love, that was Harvey Weinstein's movie.
Yeah, but
Where he's like, show your tits.
he didn't say that. It was a romance.
Oh,
it was
come
Ralph Fiennes that saw them.
Oh.
What were you going to say, Jerii?
I don't know. I forgot.
This is the last statement of the whole week.
Yeah.
We're going to go into the weekend?
Free
Yeah,
Karen
yeah.
Reed.
Free
Yeah.
Karen-
Yeah.
and
Freak it. Yeah.
Watch the scene where she gets unwrapped. You see her little boobies. You don't remember that?
I want to see the scene where this guy does the reenactment in the courtroom.
Yeah, that'll be fun. All right.
Yeah.
And then the queen says she's been plucked, but not by you. Remember that? Yeah. That was funny. And I was like, that means she's been fucked.
Yeah, just weird. Like she's been fucked. Like what? Like a hair being taken out.
Plucked.
What?
Well, go pluck everyone this weekend. Have fun.
Hell yeah.
If you can't fuck, jerk off. Have a good time. Drink some bathwater from the loved one. Have fun. Have a wonderful weekend. Hail yourself. We will be back next week. Bye.
Bye.